Disneyland Limited, now arriving from a trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom.
Have fun and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me.
Sorry, there is a pair of Mickey and Minnie crowd. If folks can please remain seated, so train out some please stop and only please stop. Another equivalent of measures have recessed off the train. Thank you. Welcome in. Hi there, folks. This is Ernest from Welcome. Welcome aboard the Excursion 3. We just ask that you please remain seated, keeping your arms, feet, legs, hands inside the train at all times. Please supervise your children. Please be sure that they're away from the train openings or not on the lap of an adult. Other than that, our next stop will be Tomorrowland Station.
Joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. Feel the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
While we're inside, feel free to take as many pictures or videos as you like. We just ask there please be no flash photography or video lighting while we're inside. This also includes shutting off any light-up accessories that you purchased or brought here to the park today as well. Thank you.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And parents, please supervise your children, making sure that they are completely seated either on a lap or a bench away from the train openings. Our next stop is New Orleans Square Station, and just a reminder, this is going to be a sleeper train only. We'll be picking up guests and dropping everybody back off here at Main Street. We're now approaching New Orleans Square Station. Just a reminder, this is going to be a sleeper train only. We'll only be picking up guests, but please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop.
The Disneyland Limited, now leaving for a complete trip around Walt Disney's Magic Kingdom through the Grand
Oh, look who it is. Oh, it's Eric. Hey, Eric. Hey, Eric. Hello. He's leaving. Wait, who's replacing you? You're using your phone too.
I also want a snack while we're
Did we already have our snack time?
Yes, but then you put them where it isn't a good thing to eat. What is this one?
Vehicle.
Bailey, are you gonna eat something? The light is green. Well, I've already had everything else. Except the wheel. I'll put the roll-ons. And you can hold the wheels. And I'll leave my granola. We have a green light. We have a green light. You do? Yes. Where was the spot?
You know the spot? If you Toontown, then Tomorrowland, and then Main Street, and then we'll have to go down.
So get off at Main Street? We have a flashing green light.
They're still putting water in, Jeff.
Where's the big thing that lowers down?
We can't use it because of California health and safety.
What does that mean?
What areas would have to wear a harness? It would be very difficult to navigate. It's change it to simpler.
They use a garden hose.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And parents, please supervise your children, making sure that they are completely seated either on a lap or on a bench away from the train openings. Our next stop is Toontown Depot.
Joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
meandering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laugh-In Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. Joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontiers that looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the Great River Valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, the cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot, Mickey's Toontown.
Clear now, approaching Toontown Depot. Please remain seated to continue our journey back to Main Street and destination.
We have a green light so soon.
keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And parents, please supervise your children, making sure that they are completely seated either on a lap or on a bench away from the train openings. Our next stop is Tomorrowland Station.
Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future.
We are now approaching Tomorrowland Station. Please remain seated with the train departure to Main Street in just a minute.
You want to sit right there, or you want to sit right here?
Oh, my foot does.
Okay. Very good to see up his friend. Green.
This is the last one, right? Then go back to we have to close up the train station.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. And parents, please supervise your children, making sure that they are completely seated either on a lap or on a bench away from the train openings. Our next stop is Main Street Station, but first we're going to take a quick detour through the Grand Canyon and the primeval world. At the head of the tunnel, we ask that you please refrain from using any flash photography and turn off any light-up accessories or toys such as bubble wands, lightsabers, or mini ears. Again, our next and final stop is Main Street
The
Station.
next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a...
We are now approaching our final stop for the evening Main Street Station. Please remain seated till the train comes to a full and complete stop. And on behalf of the front, your conductors, and our engineers, we thank you for riding the Disneyland Railroad and have a natural rest of your day here at
real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Disney's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs.